Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Sorry, this video is one while I'm on the move, as I've got a few meetings in London this afternoon. I've actually got some meetings in Highbury and Islington. Arsenal territory. Guys, girls, not a massive video today. Obviously, it's a big game tomorrow for Tottenham Hotspur. This game has taken on more importance than it probably needed to. Tottenham travel to Coventry in the Cup, a game where could it be a banana skin? Of course it could, but it's taken on a lot more importance because all of a sudden Big Ange is under pressure. Now, that's not just from Tottenham fans, that's not just from people saying that fans are being negative, even though there's a lot of evidence to show how badly this man is doing. But lots of the press now are starting to ask questions. You go on Sky Sports, you go on Talk Sport, you go on BT Sport. Lots of people now are asking the question, has Ange been found out? Do these tactics work? Has he lost the dressing room? All of these things. I don't know the answer to those things. What I do know is it makes this game against Coventry a very, very big game. So the question is, with all this pressure for Ange Postecoglou, what does Ange do in this game? Now, I reckon, and it's only my opinion by the way, I reckon had Tottenham Hotspur had won 3 of their 4 games, sitting comfortably in the top 3 or 4 with 9 points, we might have seen wholesale changes right the way across the team. But I don't think, and again this is just my humble opinion, I don't think Ange can afford for this to happen. I don't think he's in a position where Tottenham Hotspur can afford to go out of this cup. Now, a lot of this is his own doing. He turned around and said, and he doubled down on it. He doubled down on the fact, I win trophies in my second season. Wherever I go, I win trophies. Cool. Well, tomorrow is the start of a trophy campaign. You've got to put your money where your mouth is. So that begs the question, okay? And before we talk about that question, actually, I seem to remember other managers that had won wherever they'd been. Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte. So a manager just telling me they win wherever they go, I'm sorry, but for me, it doesn't really do anything to settle the nerves, especially when he is losing more games than he is winning as Tottenham manager. As everyone knows my opinions, I think this guy is very lucky to still be in a job. His form is absolutely dreadful. As much as these fans want to fight it, as much as we can blame the forwards, I'm sorry, managers live and die by their results. And unfortunately, this manager is not getting them. So it begs the question, tomorrow at Coventry, do we see sweeping changes? Do we see Ben Davies come in? Do we see Dragoshin come in? Do we see Jed Spence come in? Do we see Serge Reguilon come in? More importantly than that, it's about the youth, isn't it? Do we see Bergvall and Gray come in? If so, where? Do they both play at centre mid? Does Gray go to right back? Does Mikey Moore get any minutes? Now, this is, Lancashire as well. Does Lancashire get any minutes in this Tottenham game? There's a lot of talk about this youth. A lot of our fans got so carried away in the summer, like they always do, about this youth project and how good these young players are. And yet Ange hasn't shown them to us at all whilst the team is doing poorly. 2 schools of thought on this, right? 1, can you put young players in to a really underperforming team? Is it fair on them? 2, could you put them in and they change the fortunes of this underperforming team? Who knows? What I do know is this is a massive game and this is a massive decision for Ange Postecoglou. For me, I just can't see a way in which this manager loses again and still keeps his job. I think it's madness. You know, for me, I think he's got a wonderful opportunity. I don't think we'll lose tomorrow at Coventry. And then he's got to follow that up with a win against Brentford, who are without Visser now. And he's got to follow that up with a win against Karabag. What he can't do is lose this game and then not pick up 3 points to Brentford. This manager is going to be under some serious trouble. Whether we like it or not, whether fans like him, whether fans want to keep continually blaming everything other than this manager's mediocre, really poor tactics that work in Scotland, I don't know. What I do know is this, is that Ange wins wherever he goes. And what we know is, we were told last year by all the Ange fans, the fans that are Ange fans and not Tottenham fans, we were told that he'll go full strength, that he wants to win the cups. Then he put out a B team against Fulham and we got knocked out. Can he afford for that same thing to happen this year? I don't think he can. I think he's got to win this game by hook or crook, or that will be Spurs bottom half of the table after 4 or 5 games, out of the League Cup. And unfortunately, that will be a volatile, horrible start. And again, I just want to say, for all the people that keep messaging me saying it's the start of a process, the players need time to gel, this is the same team as last year. Let's stop pretending that we signed 5 or 6 players that are all bedding into this first 11. This is his team from last year. He had more time on the training pitch than any other manager because of no Europe. These players should know this system by now. And if these players are failing to score, if they're failing to create clear-cut chances, he signed these players. By hook or crook, he signed these players. And like all those before him, Pochettino, Martin Jol, Glenn Hoddle, AVB, Tim Sherwood, Redknapp, Conte, Mourinho, he is going to live and die by his managerial results. We have to stop pretending this is different. We have to stop pretending this is some process that if we give it 2 years is going to work. The results are going backwards. And this man, make no bones about it, he is under pressure. So I'm asking you the question, what does he do tomorrow? Does he play the youth? Does he put Bergvall and Gray in? Does he put Lancashire and Moore in? What if he puts them in and then we lose? How do we feel about that? Are we just happy that youth are getting minutes, or are we annoyed that we've been knocked out of the cup? There are so many questions surrounding this football club at the moment and very, very few answers. So I'll leave it there, but give me your score prediction for Tottenham Coventry. Give me your predicted lineup. Does Serge Reguilon come back in from out of the cold? Does Dragusin and Ben Davies, they need a game? Does Archie Gray play at right back or centre mid? Bergvall, does he go in? Mikey Moore, surely. Odegaard's done nothing. Werner's done nothing. Let's be fair, Johnson's done nothing. Does Moore deserve a start? All of these questions. I'll leave it with you. Let me know your thoughts. And join me tomorrow, 6 till 7. I'll be doing a pre-match build-up show with Iggy from Tottenham away. And 7 till 8, we'll be looking at the team lineups, talking about the game, and then we'll do the live watch-along. So join me tomorrow at 6 p.m. Please like, please subscribe, and please remember it's just football. Some of the abuse, not towards me this week actually, which is rare, some of the abuse I'm seeing to other YouTubers is absolutely phenomenal. It's just football. Enjoy your days, enjoy the sunshine. Much love, take care, and as always, come on, you Spurs.